Welcome back to Salud with Robert Gardner. Today we've got another coffee from Super Thing. This is also not listed on their website. I've had this long enough that they've replaced coffees. But if you go to superthingcoffee.com, you can go through and pick out various of the coffees that they currently have available. And I think they do ship if you're somewhere else in the country. But let's go ahead and check this out. This is Finca El Gobiado. It's the natural El Salvador. I can't speak. I'm interested to try out this, and let's see what the nose is like. Deep, rich, earthy coffee. A little bit of I don't know, it's not quite fig. Maybe like prune, like dried fruit. It's kind of in the middle. It didn't have the almost like sour note on the nose that the other coffee did from Colombia, whose name I can't recall. The anaerobic Colombia that I got. Yeah, fruit roll-ups. It's definitely got like earthy coffee notes in the background, but it seems to be balanced in equilibrium with that fruitiness. And I'm gonna hold off on reading the back and the tasting notes so I can go ahead and just taste the coffee. That way my review isn't as skewed. So far, I'm very happy with what I've had from Super Thing. I think even with the additional cost, I'm probably gonna go ahead and order more of their coffees. And again, you can check them out at superthingcoffee.com. Let's check out the brew itself and just see how this is. Again, I always start this with no sweeteners, of course. I don't remember the last time I ate sugar in my coffee, honestly. But I'm going to go ahead and have a little bit of it just black, just because I want to taste the coffee itself before I add any cream. Same notes, a little more relaxed, a little more sultry, a little more spaced out. It's not quite as concentrated as the flavor of the beans themselves on the nose. A little bit of sourness, a little bit of bite on the palate, but those same notes, fruit roll-ups, maybe raisins, prunes. Very smooth, not a lot of spiciness on this or pushback. I think this is something I could probably drink black and be quite happy with. What I've noticed about using cream in coffee is the cream has a tendency to add just a little bit of like well-rounded sweetness. It adds creaminess on the palate and the tongue, and then if the coffee has any bitter notes at all, it tends to dampen that because of the sweetness. It makes complete sense to me why people started putting cream in coffee. Lightly sour. Just that little bit of just good coffee background, very smooth. I'm going to see in a second when I read the bag what their tasting notes are. But again, fruit roll-ups, prunes, raisins. This is a natural coffee according to the process information on the bag. And I don't know. This is not my favorite. Um, I think currently the Nebelier Valley or even the 72-hour anaerobic that I had were really, really interesting to me. This is a little more middle of the road, but it's not by any means a bad coffee. It just doesn't stand out quite as much as some of the others I've had. If you're looking for the equipment I use, like this Chemex, there should be a link here on YouTube. If you look down below, this equipment is available. I first found out about the Chemex, I think on TikTok. I was following a coffee gentleman who was talking about the difference between this and not pour over, French press, which French press forever was how I was drinking my coffee. And the pour over method gives, I think, a finer extraction. The coffee is less muddy, there's less particulate matter, and it's just pretty much my go-to. I'll use my mocha pot on occasion. The mocha pot brings out different things because of the grind of the coffee and the heat. But overall, uh, I don't know. The Chemex got me. Maybe I'm just a hipster now. Let's see real quick. I'm gonna add a little bit of cream here in a second, but I'm also gonna take another taste just to see here. Yeah, it's like a fruitiness. Interesting. It's almost like a little sweetness this way, and I'm wondering what's the difference. Like, what's the difference between what I just had and like pouring a full cup? Maybe in addition to prunes or raisins, maybe like dried cherries, a little bit. Let's go ahead and add our cream. See how we do here. I'm assuming this is going to be even more tasty since I prefer cream in my coffee. I stopped using half and half a while back. I'm mainly eating a carnivore diet, so having heavy cream in my coffee is so still really good. I think that some of the lighter notes on the flavor profile of this coffee are actually dampened by the cream. I feel like I can taste more of the bean itself. Um, I don't know if I'm going to switch to drinking my coffee black all the time. It may just depend on mood. Certainly, doing the tastings and being able to go through this lets me know just a little bit more about the coffee itself, paying attention to nuance and detail that I don't normally. But overall, absolutely great coffee. Again, this was the Finca El Gobiado. And let me put on my reading glasses and see if I can figure out what else they say on the bag. So it's from El Salvador. The region is Concepcion de Ataco. It's at a 1,300-meter elevation. It's from the Finca El Gobiado Alfaro family, and the variety is orange bourbon. The process is natural. Tasting notes: time warp field of chocolate, Teddy Grahams, apple tart, and mango. Dude, I didn't get any of that. Chocolate, Teddy Grahams. I guess some of the earthiness, maybe. Apple tart and mango. I did not pick it up at all. Interesting. But tasting profile, just learning as I go. Very, very interesting. So, Super Thing Coffee. You can, again, check them out at superthingcoffee.com. They've got a whole host of different coffees. And the thing that I'm really looking at is they have a subscription. Oh no. Is Robert going to join the subscription? Am I going to have this wonderful coffee just delivered to me every month? I feel completely rotten. It is very luxurious to have such great coffee available locally. Thank you very much to Super Thing Coffee for providing that. If somebody there wanted to be on the podcast, do some tastings, talk about your coffee, please contact me. I'd love to do that. But I'll probably be ordering some coffees from their website very soon and go ahead and sample them faster so you can order those from their website. I want to go through some of the coffees they currently have available, which is, those are all subscription coffees. Where are the others? Because I have a few here that are, so I haven't had the honey processed Honduras here, Finca Lamoras. The El Silencio is a different version, I think, of the anaerobic Colombia that I sampled the other day. And then this natural, like Rwanda, dude, who knows? Guava, grapefruit, vanilla, jeez. And Ethiopia anaerobic. Is anybody getting excited? I am. So again, you can check out superthingcoffee.com. Thank you so much for putting out such great coffee. And I'll see you guys again on Salud with Robert Gardner.